What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Bluebird Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, 4-division world champion Mexican superstar boxer who currently is the undisputed super middleweight and widely considered the face of the sport of boxing, top 3 if not number 1 best pound-for-pound fighters in the world, Saul Canelo Alvarez, 57 wins, 1 loss, 2 draws, 39 big wins by way of knockout, 31 years of age, 5'8" with a 70-inch arm reach. With that said, Canelo Alvarez will be making his ring return May 7th, Cinco de Mayo weekend, as he takes on WBA light heavyweight world champion, Russian superstar boxer Dmitry Bivol, who has 19 wins, no losses, no draw, 11 wins by way of knockout. He is 31 years of age, 6 feet tall with a 72-inch arm reach. With that said, Canelo Alvarez, he's doing interviews. Canelo Alvarez, he's, building up the fight press conference. You're going to see him a lot. He's in training camp. He's just 2 months away from his fight with Dmitry Bivol, en route to become 2-time light heavyweight world champion. And he talked about another fighter, once again, who's in the public eye, and undefeated, rising Mexican superstar, lightweight title contender, King Ryan Garcia. Okay, Ryan Garcia has 21 wins, no losses, no draw, 18 wins by way of knockout. He is 23 years of age, 5'10", with a 70-inch arm reach. Okay, Ryan Garcia has not boxed in over a year, and Ryan Garcia recently parted ways with his trainer, whom he was training with since 2018, who happens to be Canelo Alvarez's trainer and well-renowned trainer and 2-time trainer of the year, EDDY REYNOSO. Okay. So he parted ways, and he stated that the reason he parted ways was because EDDY REYNOSO just simply didn't have enough time for him. Well, that didn't sit well with Canelo Alvarez, as Canelo Alvarez, he went in on Ryan Garcia saying that, and Canelo Alvarez, he exposed more. He went even deeper. He stated that everybody here knows that Ryan Garcia would show up, spar for 20 minutes, shadow box for 20 minutes, and then he would leave the gym. He stated that Ryan Garcia is not committed to the sport of boxing. He doubled down, okay? He stated that Ryan Garcia is not committed to the sport of boxing. Thus, the reason why he hasn't fought in over a year. He says that that's not the way to be great, okay? He says that, Ryan Garcia, he claimed to have a hand injury. He claimed to have mental health issues, and that's all good. He says, but he's not committed to the sport. The last time he fought was January of 2021. He's going to fight again, looks like April 9th against Emmanuel Tagu, who has 32 wins, 1 loss, no draws. Emmanuel Tagu is 15 wins by way of knockout. He is 33 years of age, 5'8", with a 68-inch arm reach. Okay, so Canelo Alvarez, he says, all you got to do is look at Ryan Garcia, why he haven't fought in a year. So don't talk mess, is what Canelo Alvarez had to say. He said, don't talk mess about EDDY REYNOSO and what we have going on here in this gym. When you simply are not committed to the sport of boxing and everybody can see it, okay? So he stated that, everybody can see that you're simply not committed to the sport of boxing. And if anything, he stated that everybody knows, that you show up to the gym for part-time and you had to be convinced to come to the gym. So he says that, it's unfair to EDDY REYNOSO, okay? And so with that said, it's ironic because also we know that Canelo Alvarez, he also pointed out that, another guy in former unified heavyweight world champion, Mexican superstar boxer Andy Ruiz Jr. is also not committed to the sport of boxing. And now we see footage of Andy Ruiz now training in a different gym, not at Canelo Alvarez gym, okay? We don't know what's going to happen with this situation with Andy Ruiz, but Canelo Alvarez, he also stated that Andy Ruiz is not committed. That's not a surprise. We all saw and know that Andy Ruiz, he came in and he shocked the world in June 1st of 2019 when he dropped Anthony Joshua, former unified 2-time heavyweight world champion, British superstar boxer. He dropped him twice. 4 times en route to stopping him in the 7th round, shocked the world, one of the biggest upsets in the history of sport of boxing. And then the rematch in December, he came in at almost 300 pounds, was only coming to the gym, according to his former trainer, Manny Robles, 2-3 times a week. He wasn't dieting. And Andy Ruiz admitted this, and he lost the rematch, which was the biggest fight of his career because the element of surprise was taken away. So Canelo Alvarez, you know, he absolutely goes in on Ryan Garcia not, you know, committing to, you know, training and committing to the sport of boxing, and then blaming Eddie Reynoso. Listen what he had to say.
And Eddie have all the time for him, and now he's talking shit about Eddie, and then he don't have the time, and here, please don't do it.
Please don't do it.
He knows Eddie is always here, and he's come. Every fighter who is here in the gym saw Ryan come 20 minutes shadow boxing and then go. So that's not discipline. You need to be disciplined if you want the attention of, right? So for some reason he's not fighting in 1 year, right? Year and a half. He have something. He have I don't know, mental health, and we respect that. We support him, and it's okay. Now he's good. He have the hand,
so you heard he said that, you know, he had the mental health issues. Then he had the hand injury. He ain't fighting over a year. You know, he said, please don't do it. Don't talk bad about Eddie Reynoso when you wanted his attention, but you wasn't committing to the gym. You wasn't committing to the sport. That's not the way to go. Okay, so he's asking him, please don't disrespect himself, and please don't disrespect Eddie Reynoso. And he stated that, you see, he has a lot of excuses, but that's okay. You know, we respect it, you know, but, you know, you just not committed to the sport, point blank and period. And this is not a surprise. Again, many people, they feel like, you know, Ryan Garcia is more committed to being a superstar and a celebrity outside of the ring, more so than inside of the ring. That's the reason why Ryan Garcia, after his last fight with Luke Campbell, when he got dropped in the fight and he got up and he dropped and stopped Luke Campbell, you know, he was so excited because at the end of the fight, he stated that I faced adversity. I proved to the people I'm a boxer before social media. Okay. Many people feel like he's just an Instagram model. Okay. He's not committed to the sport of boxing. He's committed to his celebrity status, being a star outside the ring, not inside the ring. And that's the reason why he was jumping up and down with joy, saying, I faced adversity, I got knocked down, I got back up, and I stopped my opponent. And Luke Campbell's a pretty good fighter, Olympic gold medalist, British star, title contender. And he stopped him with a hook to the body, beautiful hook to the body, okay? But again, you can clearly see, you know, after that fight, he became the mandatory, the WBC, World Boxing Council mandatory for undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer Devin the Dream Haney, who's 27 wins, no losses, no draws, 15 wins by way of knockout, 23 years of age, 5'8" with a 72-inch arm reach. They fought over 4 times in the amateurs. They know each other very, very well. And with that said, you know, he became the mandatory after beating Luke Campbell. And he stated that he wanted to fight undefeated 3-division world champion superstar boxer Gervonta Tank Davis. But if he didn't secure that fight, he was going to look to fight Devin Haney. Well, he had the opportunity to secure that fight, and then he started telling the world he had an opportunity in negotiations, right in the middle of negotiation with Tank Davis. As you know, Mike Tyson was on board with this fight. He was on Hot Box with Mike Tyson, calling out Tank Davis, say he's going to knock out Tank Davis. Mike Tyson called Tank Davis. They FaceTime. You know, they were building up, promoting the fight. And, you know, it seemed like it was going to happen. But right in the middle of negotiations, Ryan Garcia started telling the world that he had an opportunity to fight legendary 8-division world champion, iconic Filipino superstar boxer, Manny Pacquiao. Okay, so he started telling the world, I could fight in Manny Pacquiao. So he pushing the Gervonta Tank Davis fight under the rug. And that proved not to be true. As Manny Pacquiao and his team, they told Oscar De La Hoya, who's his promoter, that if they continue to go this route, they're going to take legal they're going to take the legal route and take him up on him, because that's the issue. And that, you know, they you know, irresponsibly using Manny Pacquiao's name. So then Oscar De La Hoya comes out and says, well, it was all a dream and he was just wishful thinking. So that was never on the table. But then he never revisited Tank Davis fight. He never revisited Devin Haney. Then he was scheduled to face Javier Fortuna. Well, then he stated he had to pull out the fight. Thus, the reason why Canelo Alvarez said he stated he had mental health issues. He had to pull out the fight. Well, then he was going to fight Joseph Jojo Diaz, and then he said he had a hand injury. He pulled out that fight. So he hasn't fought in over a year, okay? And it's not surprising, but Saul Canelo Alvarez asks him to please don't disrespect his name, don't disrespect Eddie Reynoso, and, we respect your excuses, but, you wasn't committed to the sport. So let's see how this unfolds and plays out. But that's all I got for y'all. Make sure you hit the like button, drop a comment in the comment section, let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. If you haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Row. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.
You're watching Blue Blood Sports TV. Wow.